Hey, this is Ketchum with the Droid Guy, and I am here with HTC's Droid Incredible 2 for Verizon Wireless, which is the follow-up to their wildly popular Droid Incredible. And these phones are pretty similar. I'll go over the differences here in a little bit. As you can see, we have a 4-inch SLCD screen here in the Droid Incredible 2, which is a little bit bigger than the 3.7-inch screen that was on the original Incredible. And then this phone's basically just a black slab. Not much color here unless you're going to look at the flash here on the back or the USB port. Everything else is black. They removed the red tint from the earpiece and the other red tints that were on the original Incredible. And another thing that just makes it seem like kind of a black phone is especially when the screen's off, all of the buttons down here in the bottom disappear and then reappear when the screen's back on, which is a pretty cool feature, something that I like. On the top of the phone here we have the headset jack, and I don't know if you can see that. Then you have the unlock button as well. And on the side of the phone here we have the volume rocker and the USB port. And over here on the other side we have nothing. It's just, smooth side. And then on the bottom we have nothing as well, except for the little area to put your thumb in to pop the battery case off, or the battery cover off. And this phone has the same plateau battery cover design that was on the original Incredible that we all fell in love with, and I'm really glad they kept that. It kind of makes it feel like the Incredible one. As you can see right here we have HTC with Google, and then we have our 8 megapixel camera with a dual LED flash, and this takes 720p video as well. Really nice pictures, really good quality. And then on the front to go with that we have a 1.3 megapixel front facing camera, which is really handy to have on a device as well, especially with video chatting coming in Android 2.3.4, which is going to be awesome when all these other phones get that. And hopefully we are going to see Gingerbread come to this device soon. It's currently on Android 2.2 with HTC Sense. I'll give you a quick look at that real fast. Software information. You can see it's 2.2.1 currently. And we're running HTC Sense 2.0, which has the handy little customization button down here, and then the app drawer. I mean, this is HTC Sense 2.0, but it's a little bit different than the Thunderbolt because the app drawer icon does the little app drawer icon that's kind of similar to stock 2.2 instead of the little up arrow that's on the Thunderbolt and other Sense 2.0 devices. And it's a pretty speedy device. It's running on a 1 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, the 2nd gen, which is in the HTC Thunderbolt, with 768 megabytes of RAM, so this thing speeds along pretty quick. It's a pretty thin device. It's a little bit thicker than the Incredible one, just a little bit. Not much. It's still pretty thin, even with the plateau design and the camera raise a little bit for where the camera is. That's its thickest point, and that's a pretty thin device. As you can see, we have Sense, like I've stated before, which has the cool little recent apps up here, which is I found really, really handy. And we just basically have a pretty fast device. 1 gigahertz processor, no dual core, no 4G, but it's still a very, very solid phone. One thing that's pretty cool is the app drawer here. You can see all of your applications here, and then over here you can see the apps that you frequently use, and then here you can see all the apps that you have personally downloaded, and then over here you can see all the bloatware that Verizon gives you, and there's a lot of it, don't worry. If we go back home, we can see the customization options that have been in Sense 2.0, and this gives you the options to do things like change the skin, which is one of my favorite features, where you can change the look of the lock screen and widgets and the notification bar. And here we have Slate and HTC, Wood, and then Blackboard, all of which are pretty cool. I tend to rotate back and forth a little bit myself. And then one other notable feature here about the Incredible 2 is whenever you go into an app that supports landscape, devices buttons will rotate along with the phone's screen, so that's pretty cool to have this rotation with these buttons. I think it's something that they should definitely stick with. It's pretty handy, pretty fast as well. And one of the things that I have noticed about these buttons though is that these 3 buttons here on the left, home, menu, and back, kind of dim a little bit, while the search button shines a little bit brighter sometimes, it seems like. Not a huge issue, probably something they can fix with a software update. Other than that, this is a very, very good phone. People that aren't looking for a big 4.3-inch screen or don't want 4G, they're not in a 4G market yet, or this is also a world phone, so if someone that travels a lot, they need a device like this. This is a very, very good phone on Verizon Wireless. Head over to the Droid Guy for my full review. And this is just a quick video review of the HTC DROID Incredible 2 by Verizon Wireless. And I'm Ketchum with the Droid Guy.